Let's bring in Graham Keeley, who is an analyst from Spain. Good to have you here with us on TRT World. Now, Rubiales is facing potential charges of sexual assault and coercion. What precedent exists for high-ranking officials in the sports being held accountable for such allegations? And how might this impact the landscape of Spanish football governance?
There is no precedent, basically, and this is an earthquake in the Spanish football world, basically. You have the women's team saying this is enough. We've had enough of being treated like this. This doesn't just go to this case against Rubiales. This goes far deeper. What's perhaps more significant is the fact that the Spanish team are saying we're not even going to play unless you make profound changes. And the Spain team have a game against Sweden coming up on the 22nd of September. That's next week. So unless the federation basically agrees to make some serious changes at all levels, and we're talking about training, the way Spain play, the women's team are paid, this kind of thing, they're not going to be able to put up their team. What a huge embarrassment that will be. These are the world champions, and they're refusing to play. So, as I say, it goes far beyond the incident or the case against Rubiales.
Graham, what does this incident reveal about the current cultural and societal perspectives on consent in Spain, especially in the realm of sports?
Well, I think it reveals something about Spanish society, not just sport. Spain has become far more feminist in recent years. A lot of legislation has gone through the parliament, which has promoted women's rights. In the government, you have all the senior ministers are women, bar the prime minister, and the opposition conservative woman, Isabel Ayuso, is fancied as perhaps the first woman to become prime minister. Domestic violence is also a very big subject here. It's reported big news here. So the society, which of course includes sport, has advanced, and it seems that Rubiales has become out of step with these changes and was caught on the hop.
Graham, I have personally followed this incident very closely from social media, and one thing that really stands out for me there is the fact that there is division among social media users. Some support what Rubiales is doing in the court, while some condemn what he did during the World Cup final. I wonder, what's the opinion like in Spain, where you are right now?
It seems to me that the great majority of people think that what he did was a bit gross and just rather naff. Whether they think he's guilty of sexual harassment is another thing. But I think most men, and certainly most women I speak to, would agree with that opinion. Only some people have said, well, I think this has been made too much of. The general opinion appears to be that he was basically he went too far, and it's not just about the kiss, of course. It was about him grabbing his genitals right next to the 16-year-old daughter of the Queen of Spain. I mean, this is embarrassing for Spaniards. This is the World Cup final. And whatever your opinion of feminism and the rights of women, this is the world stage with everyone watching on. And women's football is a big thing now. It's not some kind of second league to men's football. So everyone was watching, and this man did that kind of thing. A lot of people embarrassed by that.
Well said, Graham. Fascinating insights into the topic. Thank you very much for talking to us here on TRT World. Really appreciate your taking out the time.